Hello, today is Wednesday, March 27th. Markets today. Um, Markets clawed their way back today. Dow was down quite a bit, middle of the day, late morning. Um, it was down a couple hundred points at one point, maybe even 250. Only finished down 32 points. Nasdaq was still down pretty decent, down 48 points, but Dow's still hanging up above 25,000. It just wouldn't be a show here without talking about Overstock.com. Biggest loser today on my list, down over 8%, down to 1647. 8% for Overstock is not that big of a move. There wasn't even any news today, so actually no news is bad news for Overstock because they got so many catalysts here, but they never materialize. So Overstock keeps falling. You look in that chart right now, it's amazing. That spike up to 15 about all the way up to 90 and now back down to 16 again. Crazy. Wild ride there at overstock.com. Another big loser today, STMicroelectronics, ticker symbol STM. This is a stock that was down big today, 7%. But still up quite a bit. Stock I used to own, I actually bought some at $6.50, and then I sold it after small gain. Don't remember why. I probably just needed the money, or maybe just taking profits. Don't remember. But that stock, even with a 7% loss today, it's still $14.81. They make microchips, kind of like an AMD, but they're an Italy-based company. So that stock went on quite a run. It tripled, and then it's kind of come back. I think it got up to over 20. Now it's under 15 now. So see what happened. I don't know if there was. Let's check to see if there's any news on that one today. Says STMicroelectronics reports on main resolutions to be proposed at the 2000. Not really any news. Actually, it got up to 25. I see it spiked over 25 briefly, and back under 15 now. And still, if you look at the long-term chart, that in 2000 during the tech bubble, it got up to over $70. So bottomed out at 5 quite a few times. 2009 it got down to 5. 2012 it got down to 5. 2016 it got down to 5. So we'll see if it can get back down to that $5 mark. That's one I wish I would have held on to. I've got a feeling that one's probably, I don't know. I didn't think Neil was going to get down to $5 either, but here we are. So we'll see what happens with that. Sprint was down almost 6% today. Not really any news out of Sprint. Let's see. Was there any good news today? Well, there wasn't much for big movers. Container Store was up 5.5%. An interesting company that I came across, actually, the reason I found it out because I got a new episode of Wired. It's kind of a technology magazine I get. And I was reading an article on these biodefense, like vaccines are coming up with, and post-traumatic stress drugs. And this company that came up was Tonix Pharmaceuticals, TNXP is the ticker symbol. Usually when I come across a company in an article like that, you go back and look in the chart and it's like, whoa, they've already went up, 1,000%, or, they're way up already. It's like you already missed the boat. But I look back at the stock and I couldn't believe how small of a company it was. $14 million. 14 million. A lot of times, biotech companies are just ballooned in value the last few years. Even companies with not much potential at all are valued at $300-400 million. So, and usually a company that small, the volume is so small where it's like, and there's literally less than 10,000 shares being traded in an entire trading session. But I looked at Tonix, and that wasn't really the case. It's not a high volume, but like today, for instance, let's see, 262,000 shares traded. That's decent especially for a company that's small. I mean, look at the chart. It's had some huge spikes, spiked up to $10 a couple times within the last 2 years. At one looks like 2012, it was up to $30. Um, so it's at $2.54 right now. I bought some the other day after I went and bought some right after I read the article. After I looked into it a little bit, and they've got some pretty an interesting pipeline, to say the least. So that's one to definitely check out. I bought some at $2.39 the other day, and it's already up to 254. But that could all be erased tomorrow. I realize that pretty volatile stock, but it's really interesting. So Tonics Pharmaceuticals, maybe you want to do some research on that one. TNXP. Let me know if you come up with anything good or bad about them or what you think. Um, Synaptics, we talked about that the other day. A company with some merger chatter going on around Synaptics. So they've had a really good start to the week here so far. That stock is back up over $36. And here it says, I'm reading an article here. It says, why did Synaptics shares tumble today? Well, that was a week ago. There's no news today, but it's kind of going up here this week just because I think there's some speculation that they might get bought out. So other than that, it's a pretty quiet day in the markets, really. Not a lot of big movers. So, all right, I'm going to go grab something to eat, and we will see you tomorrow.